You know that feeling? When you're trying to get ahead, maybe looking at a cool new way to boost your income or make your business run smoother,
Yeah.
but you're just absolutely swamped by
Mhm.
all the information out there. Like, you almost need a secret decoder ring just to figure out what's actually, worth your time.
We totally get it. And look, today we're kind of handing you that ring.
Exactly. Because one of you actually shared something really interesting with us. It's notes from a coaching session, a guy named Winston Trim. And it's all about using AI chatbots.
Yeah.
Specifically, those live chat things you see popping up everywhere on
You're
websites.
right, the little windows.
Yeah, using those to either build a whole new income stream for yourself or to seriously level up a business you already have.
And it's not some like pie in the sky future thing either. This session, it really highlights a pretty significant prediction.
Which is,
Well, the chatbot market, it's expected to just explode. We're talking $10 billion by 2026.
wow, okay, 10 billion.
Yeah, that kind of growth, it doesn't just happen, right? It signals a real fundamental shift in how businesses are, well, talking to their customers.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty straightforward then.
Okay.
We're going to unpack this coaching session, pull out the really crucial bits.
Hmm.
We want to show you how you, whether you're an entrepreneur, maybe a freelancer, maybe you're running an established company, how you can actually start using these AI chatbots like right now.
Right. And without feeling like you need a PhD in computer science to even get started.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the big opportunity here? What's the core thing Winston Trim is really uh, banging the drum about?
Well, the central idea, it really comes down to a few key pressures that businesses are feeling right now.
Good.
The coaching session really hammers this home. It points out that loads of companies, they're actually losing sales because they just can't reply to online chats fast enough.
Right, people just click away if they don't get an answer.
Exactly. And they're also pouring, significant money into customer support teams
Hmm.
and their staff. They're spending so much time just answering the same basic questions again and again.
Yeah, I can see that. He's pretty blunt about it in the notes, isn't he?
Yeah.
Says businesses are like desperate for solutions.
He does. And it makes sense, right? In today's world, customers expect answers instantly if they don't get them.
They bounce
Yeah.
off to a competitor. So these aren't just small annoyances. They're actually hitting the bottom line.
Precisely. So he frames these AI chatbots as a really direct, really timely fix for these big pain points.
Okay.
And starting from there, he lays out three pretty distinct ways you can tap into this whole live chat AI thing.
Okay, let's dig into those. The
Yeah.
first one, it's all about freelancing, right?
Yeah.
Selling chatbot setup services to businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
That one struck me as like a really accessible way in for individuals.
It really is. I mean, think about all those websites you go to. They have that little leave a message pop-up, the one he kind of jokes about being annoying.
Yeah, yeah. You type your question in. Yeah. And then crickets.
Right. For a lot of businesses, what happens after you leave that message, it's just not efficient. Maybe they don't have a good system. Maybe they just don't have the tech skills to set up a smarter, automated bot.
So that's the gap. That's where the freelancer steps in.
That's the gap. The freelancer basically becomes the chatbot expert, helping these businesses automate those first customer interactions.
And he gives a really specific action plan for getting started, doesn't he? It's not just theory.
Oh, yeah, very practical. Step one, sign up for a free trial of live chat. It's like 14 days free.
Okay, so you can play around with it first, no cost.
Exactly. Get hands-on, see what it can do. Then, step two is finding clients. And for that, he suggests using a free tool called Built With.
Build with. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. How does that help find clients?
Well, Built With basically lets you peek under the hood of any website. It shows you what tech, what services a site is using.
Ah, I see.
So a freelancer could say, search for businesses in a specific niche, maybe local gyms or something, and see which ones aren't using a good live chat system. Or maybe have none at all.
Gotcha. So you find the ones who likely have the problem you can solve. Smart.
It helps you really target your efforts. Find the businesses with the most need for what you're offering.
And then he even gives a template for that first message.
Yep. Straightforward, totally focus on the benefits for the owner. It's something like, hi owner, I can cut your support cost and save you time with a chatbot on your website. Would you like a free demo?
Simple. Hits those pain points, time and money.
Direct, value focused.
And then there's a pro tip to make the pitch even stronger.
Yeah, this is a good one. He recommends using a tool like Loom.
Oh yeah, the screen recording tool.
Right. Use Loom to record a short, personalized demo. Actually show the potential client what a chatbot would look like on their website.
Ah, okay. So not just a generic demo.
No, personalize. Show them how it could work for them. Maybe answer one or two of their common questions. It makes it much more real.
That visual, personalized approach.
Oh,
Yeah, I could see how that'd be way more impactful than just words. Much better than just saying you can do it.
exactly. You're showing them.
Okay, so that's the freelance path. Strategy number 2. It shifts things a bit, right? Towards like passive income, selling done-for-your chatbot templates.
Right. This one's definitely appealing if you're looking for something more scalable.
How does that work, basically?
The core idea is you put the work in once to build a really good chatbot for a specific niche,
Yeah.
and then you sell that same template over and over, like a digital product you create once.
Gotcha. So you pick a type of business. You mentioned gyms or realtors.
Yeah, examples like that. You figure out their common questions, their needs, and build a bot specifically for them.
And what's the action plan look like for this one?
Well, first, like you said, pick your niche. Then, a really key step is preloading it with FAQs.
Frequently asked questions.
Exactly. So for the gym example, the bot should already know the answer to what are your membership prices or what are your opening hours.
All right, so the business buying it doesn't have to start from scratch. Adds a lot of value.
Huge value, less setup for them. And then finally, you list these templates for sale. He suggests places like Gumroad, Etsy, or you could even sell them from your own website.
Makes sense. You're packaging up a ready-to-go solution. And there's the pro tip for this strategy, too, to help sell more templates.
Yep. Case studies. He really stresses the power of a good case study.
Showing real results.
Exactly. Imagine showing, say, how a realtor got 50% more leads using my bot. Something concrete like that.
Oh, yeah. Numbers talk.
Demonstrating those tangible, quantifiable results. It builds massive credibility, makes your template way more attractive to other realtors, for instance.
Definitely persuasive. Okay, third strategy. This one's for businesses that are already operating, especially selling online. How they can use chatbots directly. He calls it an unfair advantage.
And yeah, for good reason. If you've already got an online presence, engaging with customers online, putting live chat AI in place can seriously impact your profitability directly.
So what's the action plan here? Just install it.
Well, yeah, that's step one. Install live chat AI right away. You got to have it running.
Makes sense.
But the crucial part, according to the session, is training the bot properly.
Training it. What should businesses focus on teaching it?
Okay, two main things. First, handle the routine stuff. The FAQs like, where's my order? Or what's your return policy? You know, the basics.
To free up the humans.
Exactly. Let the humans handle the complex stuff. But second, and this is key, train the bot to actually help sell.
Upsell. How does that work?
Well, for example, if a customer is asking about product A, the bot could be trained to suggest, hey, product B often goes well with that, or maybe add this accessory to your cart now for 10% off.
Ah, interesting. So it's not just support, it's actively driving revenue too.
That's the potential, yeah.
Right.
Increase sales and reduce support costs. That's a powerful combo.
That's a pretty compelling ROI. And I bet there's a pro tip for this one too.
You bet. It's the idea of AI plus human handoff.
Okay, what's that mean?
It basically acknowledges, look, the AI is great, but it won't handle everything. There will be tricky questions or situations needing a real person.
Sure.
So the pro tip is set up the chatbot so it recognizes when it's out of its depth or when a human touch is needed, and then it seamlessly passes the conversation over to a live human agent.
Gotcha. So the customer isn't just stuck with a confused bot.
Exactly. They always get the help they need. You get AI efficiency for the routine stuff and human empathy for the complex stuff.
That hybrid approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the sweet spot. Best of both worlds.
Seems like it.
Okay, so beyond the strategies, the coaching session also flags some common mistakes. Right?
Yeah.
Things people mess up when they try this. These sound important.
Oh, definitely. Knowing what not to do can save you a lot of headaches. He highlights 3 big pitfalls.
All right, what's mistake number 1?
Selling features instead of results. Big one. Meaning, don't just talk about what the chatbot does. It has AI. It integrates with X. Instead, focus on the outcome for the client.
So instead of saying, I set up chatbots with cool features.
Right. You should be saying, I'll reduce your support costs by 50%, or I'll help you capture leads you're currently missing. Focus on the benefit, the problem you solve.
That makes total sense. People buy solutions, not features. Okay, mistake number 2.
Trying to make the bot perfect and, like, all-knowing from day one, overcomplicating it.
Analysis paralysis.
Pretty much. He strongly advises, start small. Just focus on the top, say, 5 most common questions first. Get that working.
And then build from there.
Exactly. Build it out over time based on real interactions. Trying to make it answer everything instantly is just a recipe for frustration and delay.
Start simple, then iterate. Good advice, generally. Okay, and the third big mistake.
Waiting for perfection before you launch anything.
Right, the it's not quite ready yet trap.
Exactly that trap. He's pretty direct, basically says, look, your first bot won't be perfect. Launch it anyway.
Huh, love that.
The idea is it's way better to get something functional out there, start learning from real users, see what works, what doesn't, and then improve it continuously. Waiting for some mythical perfect bot just means you never launch.
Get it out there and make it better. Pragmatic. Okay, so opportunities, mistakes. How does Winston Trim wrap this session up? You give specific homework, right?
He's big on immediate action, tailored homework depending on your interests.
Okay, so if you're leaning towards the freelancing route.
His homework is message 3 businesses right
Well,
now. Use that outreach script he provided. Just do it.
wow, okay. No messing around. And for folks interested in the passive income, the template idea.
The challenge for them is create one chatbot template tonight.
Okay.
Again, it's about breaking that inertia, taking that first real step.
And for the business owners listening,
Mm.
the ones thinking about using this for their own company,
For them, the call to action is install live chat AI today.
get it on the site, start experimenting.
Exactly. He really pushes the urgency. Get started, see the benefits yourself.
And he even offers feedback if you DM him screenshots.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. Adds that layer of mentorship accountability.
Nice touch.
Mm.
But he finishes with a warning, doesn't he?
Yeah.
About the biggest risk.
He does. And it's super simple.
Yeah.
The biggest risk is doing nothing.
Just letting the information wash over you and not acting on it.
Exactly. Inaction.
So pulling it all together, this coaching session, it really maps out how to use AI chatbots from, well, a few different angles.
Yeah, you've got the freelance service angle.
Right. Then the passive income through templates.
And then the direct automation and growth for existing businesses.
And underpinning all of it is this sense of urgency.
Definitely. You see it in the language he uses. Starting today, do this now. He's really emphasizing that this isn't tomorrow's opportunity. It's like right now.
It really does feel less like some far-off tech trend and more like a practical tool available today.
Yep.
So maybe as you're listening, just pause for a second and think. What specific problem, either in your own work or maybe a business you know well, what problem could actually be helped, maybe even solved, by a simple AI chatbot?
Yeah, that's a good exercise.
And then what's just one small thing, one little step you could take today to start exploring that? That really feels like the core message from Winston Trim's session. Start now.